Alright, yeah, welcome back to some more Magic Duels. This week we're going to be looking at Techno Bert's mono green energy deck, and I say mono green, it's got a little bit of blue, so it's bluish green. So yes, this is an energy deck that involves a lot of green energy creatures and getting wide and getting big and all that jazz. As always, this episode is sponsored by 5 Color Combo, so if you check the description you'll find a link to their website where they sell some really cool Magic the Gathering tokens for you to check out. If that's something that you're interested in, be sure to do that. Alright guys, I'll see you in the games. Alright, we're on the draw. We have a 1-land hand and a bit of an awkward draw. Ooh, this one's not bad. So we have Longtusk Cub and Sage to get loads of energy, Pummeler to finish him off, and Eldritch Evolution to grab essentially any creature we want. So this is good to me. So we could do Sage into Imperial Voyager, for example, and continue the energy train from there. That might be what we want to do. Oh, we might just want a Longtusk Cub. We'll see. Blue for our opponent. He must be a multicolored deck. Although I have seen monocolored decks running the Evolving Lands in the past, so who knows. Our opponent by the rank 17 called Carl Perks. Ooh, hello. We're a 3-colored deck, are we? Okay. I'm expecting a fair bit of removal here, so I might as well get Longtusk Cub to get some advantage in ASAP before he gets removed. And if he gets locked down, then we'll just Eldritch Evolution for a better creature. We do have Bristling Hydra, which will be able to protect itself. Oh, it's an Emerge deck. Yay, my favourite. What is Foul Emissary grabbing? A Wretched Griff. So for 5 and a blue. And you can cut it by 3. Okay. So you can play it next turn, essentially, by the sounds of it. Well, we'll go Forest, and we'll get in with our Longtusk Cub while he's tapped out. Chances are he's going to sack this to get the 3-2 and the Wretched Griff out, which will draw him a card. Main issue I have with playing against Emerge is I always forget the merge costs, so it's always a bit awkward. Well, I think we just want to play down the Sage and gain some more energy, to be honest. Because we can get ourselves towards Pummeler and Bristling Hydra, which can do a fair amount of work. And also pump up our Cub if we want to get past his 3-2 that he's going to get. And his Wretched Griff. There it is. So when he casts it, he gets to draw a card. I believe it's a 3-4 flyer. And he also gets a 3-2 off the Foul Emissary. Because he sacked it with a merge. Yeah. Oath of Nissa. Gonna filter through the top. Think he gets a creature, land, or planeswalker? Yes. Oh, Distended Mindbender. Did he have double black? I think he did. Yes, he does. That's a problem. Okay. So Distended Mindbender means that you can take a card with 3 or more and 3 or less. Something like that. So we want to get our best stuff out of our hand while we still can, I think. I can make Longtusk Cub a 4-4 if I attack in, but then he'll just double block and we won't get any advantage out of that. He's going to Mindbender and he's going to take our Pummeler. I know that for a fact. I've already forgotten if it was 3 or less than 3 or more. It might have been 2. I'm not sure. Eldritch Evolution, what do you do for us? You get as a 4-drop, which is another Hydra. Or... don't think you get as anything else that's better. I think I'll just Bristling Hydra. Because that guy is really hard to deal with. He's going to have to sack his Wretched Griff to get that Mindbender out. Because he can't emerge for 0. He can't afford it anyway. So I think I'm going to get in with the Cub here. See if he wants to block. He might not even bother blocking, to be perfectly honest. But if I can get his Griff off the board, it means our hand is safe for a turn. He's going to go all in. Okay, we're going to make sure the Griff dies. So, 3-3, 4-4. We could make it a 6-6 and take all the creatures off the board, but I think just keeping the Hydra safe is probably best. And getting the Griff off the board, which means he can't Mindbender us this turn. I don't know. That might have been a mistake, but we get to keep our energy to keep our Hydra safe, which he does have hard-casted removal mana open right now. So I may need to keep the Hydra out of harm's way that way. So, he's not emerging this turn, or at least I'm almost certain he's not. He's got 4 mana. He's going to go for a Pilgrim's Eye. Okay. That gets him an extra mana. He hasn't played his land drop this turn, I don't think. So he's going to play that. He can cut 3 off of his Emerge, which is not enough for him to cast a Mindbender right now. Ooh. So we can make you a 5-4, a 6-5 if I play the Pummeler. So we'll do that. Gets us some energy. Get him with the Hydra. See if we can get him to get rid of his Pilgrim's Eye again. If he just blocks with the Horror, then I'll just single pump it. I'm not going to pump it all this way. Save our energy for the Pummeler. We are going to get Mindbendered here, I think. I'm essentially going to lose our hand. Yep, here it comes. Nope. Okay. You can't flash that in. I think he's just getting in for damage first. Yeah, that makes sense. I'll block there, I think. Let's get that off the board. Our Sage has done its work. And it certainly isn't getting past any Emerge creatures. Here comes the Mindbender. So it's 3 or less or 4 or greater, so you can only take 1 card out of our hand. It's probably the Eldritch Evolution, though. Because we actually can't cast the Voyager right now. So you can only take a 3 or less card. I'm saying the Voyager. Don't think I agree with that. But okay. Sure. We could Eldritch Evolution, get a Verdurous Gearhulk and make our Pummeler a 5-5. Ooh. Interesting. Ah. Very interesting. So, do we want to Eldritch Evolution? I mean, not really. We can make Pummeler a 3-3 with Hexproof. Attack in. If he doesn't block, we'll pump it a fair few times. If he blocks the Bristling Hydra, we've got enough to pump it twice. But with them, we don't have enough to keep it safe outside of the Blossoming defense, so we've got to keep that in mind. I think we will attack in. We'll see what he's going to do. Because I can make this a 12-12 Pummeler. Yeah, he's going to just block there. So I think I'll just play the Blossoming defense. Make it a 3-3. Make it a 6-6. Kill his Mindbender. He takes 4. We still have 1 mana, 1 trigger open to keep our Hydra safe. And we might just be able to win next turn. Potentially. Whirl a Rogue. Alright, that's less likely now. Plenty of 1/1s to block our Pummeler. Okay. Nature's Way gives our Pummeler trample. So, if we Nature's Way the Pummeler on... Well, actually, if we Eldritch Evolution our Hydra, get ourselves a Gear Hulk, we can make him a 5/5. We can pretty much just kill our opponent here. Not quite, but pretty much. Don't know if pretty much is good enough, though. We could get blown out really hard for doing that. Just need a few little bits of damage left, that's all. It's in a graveyard, because we could get a Green Warden. Not good enough. I think we're going to Eldritch Evolution our Hydra. Because we can get a Gear Hulk, stick 4 counters on our Pummeler. I think that's the best play. So Gear Hulk comes in. All those counters on the Pummeler. So we can Nature's Way and give it trample, and then we can make it a 10/10. He can block 2 and he'd go down to 2. But then we've got to find the other 2 damage, that's the problem. So I think maybe we just wait. We do attack in, of course. Hopefully he doesn't have pump spells. And just try to get a little bit more energy just to push through that final bit of damage with our Pummeler. Because a single pump spell wins it for us here. Like a Primal Bellow adds an extra 6 onto this, which we can double with our energy. More energy for another pump means we can double as well that way. So we just need either 3 energy or a really good pump spell. Can even get in with our Gear Hulk for a little bit of extra damage as well. 8 of the Horrid Swarm means he's got a load of chump blockers. But I can get rid of the It quite easily with Nature's Way. There we go. That'll do it. Right, so Nature's Way on our Pummeler to give it trample. Fights his 4/4. We're gonna get in with all of our creatures. See where he blocks. Not that it really matters, they both have trample, so I don't know, I'm gonna be putting it on the Pummeler, but we'll see. Okay, wants to take down our Gear Hulk. That's fine. We're gonna Bellower. I don't need to, but I'm going to. And then hit him for 22. Oops, 18. I don't know where I got 22 from. I think I didn't let the thing resolve. Alright, well that's the first game. So we'll go on to the second. See you in a bit. Alright, we're in. This looks like a pretty sweet hand. Cub into Tracker with Blossoming Defense always open. That seems pretty good to me. So I'll play the Forest down and pass the turn, see what our opponent's doing. Other than playing 63 cards in their deck. I hope those 3 cards are worth it. Those are going to be the ones that take me down, I'm calling it. Black, red. This might be vampires, perhaps. That'd be interesting. So, Forest into Longtusk Cub. I think we can go a lot bigger than that and his vampires if it is the case. Could do a Fiery Impulse into our Cub here, which would be upsetting, but I'm not going to hold off a turn just for that. And Stromkirk Condemned, so it is vampires. Cool. I'm going to get in with my Cub though. Because he can discard to make it a 3/3, but I can pump it with Blossoming Defense, and he won't get any advantage off the madness from discarding, so I don't think he's going to block anyway. So we'll see. If he does, it means we're not tireless trackering, but I'd prefer to do that with a land open to at least get a clue token from it, so not too sad. Let's get in with our cub, see what he wants to do. Doubt he wants to trade here, because he must know we've got pump. He's thinking about it though. I'm really happy to get rid of this one anyway, since we do have a backup anyway, so normally you'd want to keep this as more of a reactionary combat spell, but oh yeah. I'm going to make it a 4-4. He can discard only once per turn, so he can only make it a 3-3. Mine will be a 4-4. Don't think he realises that. It's not worth you to block to do any kind of discarding, mate. But he's going to do it anyway, so he's going to Madness and Averson's Judgment for 0. We're going to get a 4-4. So our opponent just wasted a card for no reason there. I can understand him doing it before we played the Blossoming Defense, but after, when he knew what it was going to be, I don't understand that play. But we've got one of the best vampires off the table. This guy can get pretty brutal later on in the game when you've got a widened board. Or gal. It might be a gal. Liliana, Heretical Healer. Okay. Well, I'm more than happy to test you again. Do you want to do the same thing? This time you won't be discarding. Do you want to lose your Liliana, yes or no? Yes. Okay. Lose your Liliana. That's a Planeswalker off the board. And we're going to go Forest into Tireless Tracker. We don't get the clue this time through this route, but we've just got a Planeswalker off the table, so yay for me. We are quickly running out of steam, but Eldritch Evolution is just going to allow us to gain more steam anyway, so I can pretty much grab anything out of our deck right now. Okay, a land is pretty sweet. Gets us a clue token, which we can sack, and our curve is such that we have a lot of... Hello, thank you. A lot of 3 and less drops, so that clue token can probably find us something we can play this turn. Lightning Axe. Okay. Discarding. He has a swamp open at the moment. So it could be an Arms of the Vein. You can't cast that one, because that's red. You tapped wrong. Alright. We're still going to lose our Tireless Tracker though, or are we? No, we're not. That was a wonderful top deck from us. So our Tireless Tracker gets +5/+5. Out of the range of the Lightning Axe, and he takes 11 here. Yeah, he's had enough. Okay. We get some energy from our cub, and we pass the turn. Yeah, some really strange plays there from our opponent. Don't understand any of them. The Lightning Axe I understand, but I don't think he looked at his madness cost with the other creature, to be honest. Ravenous Bloodseeker. Okay, he's got more discard. What can he give this? +2/-2. Okay. So you can make it a 3/1. And we can Nature's Way it off the board. And may just do that. Nature's Way, Tireless Tracker on your Bloodseeker. You are tapped out, nothing you can do about it. We can get him for 8 here, if we want to. And I think we do want to. And pay some energy. 7, sorry. Where did I get 8 from? I don't know. Okay, do we want to Eldritch Evolution? Not Really? No. No, I don't think so. We'll pass. I mean, we could Eldritch Evolution away our Tireless Tracker to go get our Verdurous Gear Hulk, which probably closes out the game. I mean, he's tapped out now, so he is dead. That's it, really. Yeah, Evolving Wilds, tap land. Okay. Well, it looks like we're going for another game, because we've got him dead with 2 different creatures. Really strange. Really strange plays. Yeah, you got him dead. GG? Yeah. Cool, I will see you guys in the next game. Okay, so we've got Cub, Sage, Blossoming Defense, and Eldritch Evolution. So we could Longtusk Cub into Sage, into Eldritch Evolution on Sage, and get some decent creatures. I think this is decent enough. Our opponent is rank 20, called Igor Roka, 495. What is Igor playing? Red or blue? Okay. This might be prowess. Could be, is it burn? We'll see. We will see by throwing out a Longtusk Cub and seeing what happens to it. Mostly. Does he have a third colour, or is he just red-blue? It looks like he's just red-blue. Cathartic Reunion. Discard 2 cards and draw 3. Let's see what he discards. It'll give us a really good indicator of how we should proceed. He discards Pour Over the Pages and Fall of the Titans. Those are some expensive cards you've got there, mate. Huh. I'm not sure what to think about that. So we'll go Forest into Sage. Gain some energy. And I think we will Longtusk Cub, pump, and get 3 damage in here. Pump him up. Might as well start doing this now. I'm guessing he's very light on creatures if he's spending this much energy and mana on instants and sorceries. I'm not sure. We'll see what he does. If he tries to blow up any of our creatures, we've got Blossoming Defense to give it hexproof, and that looks like what he's going to try do. I'm going to blow up my Sage. Sure, why not? I've got a backup one. What is this thing? Enchant creature, it doesn't untap on its untap step. Nope. I'd like my Cub, please. So now it's hexproof, so that'll flicker right off. Alright. It's a very odd deck. Give it that. Bristling Hydra, we're 1 mana short of actually using it though, unfortunately. So I'm going to Sage. I'm a little bit not convinced we should hedge our bets on 1 creature. So I think I'll pump him once, save the rest of our energy. Essentially spending the energy that we're going to gain off the Cub. So we'll take him down to 13. Takes him out of burn range. We've got backup, and we're still holding up Blossoming Defense mana here, so he might think twice about trying to blow up our Cub again. Take inventory. Okay. He looks like he might be screwed on mana. We kind of are as well. Well, he gets his island. Alright. How much was that? Enchant creature. It was 1 with Surge. Okay. Oh, that's annoying. Right, well, it looks like Eldritch Evolution on Sage is the thing that we're going to do here. Sack our Sage, look for a 4 or less mana creature. And he's had enough. Okay, well, we weren't winning by any stretch of the imagination, but okay. Well, now he's left. We've got all the time in the world to think about what we want here. We don't have any mana And we have a 4 drop, so I'm considering Nissa as our option, because it will take us to the 4 mana for the Hydra, and I think that's what we're going to do. So she enters the battlefield. She gets us a forest. We haven't played our forest for the turn, so we'll play that forest for the turn. And we'll get in for 4 here, I guess. Actually, I might pump him again. Let's pump him up to 5. So you can take 5 here. And kill you very quickly from this point if you don't do anything about it. Judging by our opponent leaving, could possibly be the case. As we do have 8 damage on the board with the amount of energy we've gathered. Containment membrane. I can't stop you doing that one this time. Longtusk Cub does not untap. A reclamation sage would be nice. No, okay. We can do 6 damage with Nissa here. But I think 2 and getting our Bristling Hydra out is probably better. So Nissa's gonna get in. Take him down to 6. Bristling Hydra is a lot better than our Cub because we can give it X-proof with the energy that we've gathered. Unfortunately, it doesn't generate energy, so unless we find more cards to get energy, that's what we're working with from this point forward. But we have him dead on board right now. Because we can trample with larger than life, so that won't save you. He's going to do 2 damage to each creature. I'm just going to pump it up. And he's only killing Nissa here. Yeah, that was 3, which is why I have Bristling Hydra, just so you're aware. Well, we can give it hexproof several times over, so I mean, we've got it here. Larger than life, plus 4/4, and trample. We can give it hexproof in response, several different ways, but we're just going to get in for 9 here and finish off our opponent. GG! Alright guys, that is going to do it for today's episode, so if you enjoyed the content then make sure to leave a like, it helps me out so much, and subscribe if you haven't already for more Magic Duels content, as well as other content on the channel, and if you're not sure what that is then stay for the end card, see the rest of it, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.